So recently I spent $2,145 on a 2-day trip over to Seattle. Let's break down my spending. Before jumping into my spending, let's talk about my budget. My budget for this trip was $2,200. So I like to prepare and save for my vacations using sinking funds. This is just me saving a little bit from each paycheck to prepare for that travel experience when the time comes. I do that in a couple of different ways. Number one, I have a vacation savings account. This is for unplanned travel experiences that pop up in my life, like the Seattle vacation. The other way is I have destination-specific savings accounts for trips that I know are coming up in the future. So for example, we're going to Yellowstone next month. So I have a savings account titled Yellowstone. We're also going to Arizona in October. I have a savings account that is titled Arizona. So if I know where we're going, I'll have destination-specific savings accounts. If it's literally a travel experience that pops up spontaneously in my life, I'll use my vacation savings account. So let's break down the spending. I spent $130 on gas. It takes about 4.5 hours to travel from Spokane to Seattle, and we ended up taking my hybrid SUV. I spent $570 on a 2-night hotel stay. This does include $65 per night for valet parking. We decided to do that because it's actually cheaper than just parking for the game, which I have seen anywhere between $90 to $100 just for game parking. I spent $508 on activities. Now this does include our sports tickets, so let's break that down. On August 7th, we went to a Mariners game that cost $61 for 2 tickets. That same night, we went to a Seattle Seahawks preseason game, and because it's preseason, the tickets are a little bit cheaper, so I splurged and got us club seats, and I spent $151 on 2 tickets. The next day on August 8th, we went to another Mariners game for Ichiro Hall of Fame weekend, and I spent $200 on 2 tickets for that game. We also did some really fun rides down by Pike Place and the pier. I spent $54 for 2 tickets for a ride called Wings Over Washington, and then of course we had to do the big wheel, which was $42 for 2 tickets. I ended up spending $412 on personal spending, and this just includes things that I bought at the team store, some gifts that we picked up for the kids, and the outlet mall that we stopped at on the way home. The spending that surprised me the most was food spending, which was a little bit higher than I anticipated. I spent $525 for food on this trip, and I think that's just because we spent so much time in the stadiums, and as you all know, stadium food is outrageously expensive. I will say our breakfast was included with our hotel. They offered free breakfast, so we didn't have to pay for that. That brings my total spending to $2,145, which is under my $2,200 budget. I will say my biggest piece of advice if you're wanting to do and save for a debt-free vacation is start as early as possible. The moment you know you're going to have a travel experience in your life, start planning and saving early and start that sinking fund.